First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem, Rekah Kodash, and double honors to the apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone, which rule well and teach well, and to the Archon pushing this 100% truth and sincerity without risking their life and freedom to do so, and salutation to the hopeful elect. But today's lesson I'm going into today is Michael Jordan, $4.3 billion life after basketball, inside the mega mansions, private jets, yachts, and fortune bigger than most NBA teams. And it says here that more than 2 decades after his final NBA retirement, Michael Jordan remains a dominant force, not on the court, but in business. The former Chicago Bulls star has built a multi-billion-dollar portfolio that stretches from sports ownership and endorsements to tequila and sports betting, high-end real estate. The look of a man that loves Babylon the Great and don't want to leave here. When you got to look like that, you happy with what you got going on here in Babylon the Great. But inside, it says right here, Jordan, we know he has won 6 NBA championships, 5 NBA MVPs during his playing career, has translated his global fame into a business empire anchored by Nike Jordan brand. His ventures also include Sincora Tequila and a stake in NASCAR team, 23 Racing, and a partnership with DraftKings. His net worth is estimated at $4.3 billion, boasted by the 2003 sale of his majority stake in the Charlotte Hornets at a whopping $3 billion valuation. And it just say away from business, Jordan divides his time between golf, philanthropy, and family life with his wife, Vet Perel, and their twin daughters. His lifestyle includes private air travel, yachts, and extensive collection of luxury homes across the United States. His real estate holdings reflect both his career and personal evolution, ranging from Chicago penthouses used during his championship years to a sprawling custom estate in suburban Illinois and a growing compound in South Florida. It says here, Chicago Jordan purchased a multi-unit penthouse overlooking Lake Michigan in 1989 for about $3 million. The roughly 8,000 square foot residence served as a primary in-city home during his Bull tenure. The property was transferred to his first wife, Joanna Vanor, following their 2006 divorce, and later sold it in 2015. And then he goes on to other stuff that he's involved with. But at the end of the day, MJ loved this place, man. He loved Babylon the Great. It's been very good to him, He don't want to leave here. He think this is just gonna continue. He's gonna, have all this money and, following the ways of the heathen, and that's who we have mainly around him. These heathens, man. These Edomites. He loved being around them. And it's just crazy, But hey, I prefer mine on the other side. My riches, I'm rich in spirit here in Babylon the Great, so I know on the other side that what's coming to me as being a hopeful elect of Israel. All to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. But He's not understanding, the perilous times we are in. It's full of danger and risk. And see, he just don't have no idea what's going on. But he's got to know. He's got to know about the Hebrew Israelites, man. He's got to know. He's got to know about us. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he done seen it. People done told us about us on on the highways and hedges and stuff like that. But when you're a 2/3 like he is, even though the Most High gave him all of his gifts and talent, you know what I'm saying? But that he's in his lot that he should be in, and I got the lot where I'm in to understand this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding these scriptures that I got, as being a filthy rag, But right here, Proverbs 11:4, riches profit not in the days of the wrath, but the righteous is delivered from death. And like I say, when sleazy come in great wrath, your riches not gonna profit you in that day at all. It's not gonna profit at all. Everything is going digital here soon. So you're gonna have to make a decision in that hour of temptation. If you're gonna be down with sleazy or you're gonna be down with Yah Bashim Yahushai. Right here, Yahushua speaking right here, Luke 6:24. But woe unto you that are rich, for ye have received your consolation. And that's what a lot of these athletes and actors and anybody else that's got a name here in Babylon, you getting your consolation on this side, And a lot of them have done a lot of wicked things to have the riches on this side, They want the finer things in life. But you're rich in faith and spirit once you know Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. And nothing compares to that. The riches on this side is not going to compare nothing to what's coming forward to us in the kingdom. And like I say, Babylon the Great is going to be dismantled in an hour. In 1 John 2:15, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. And that is so true. That is so true. That another one of my favorite scriptures. If you love the world, the love of the Father is not in you. I love this scripture. Everything that you see on all these social platforms is people loving themselves, loving what they have, materialistic world. And that's all you see on these televisions, man. And that's why we go onto the highways and hedges to warn our people to repent and come back to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua to have that hedge of protection. Because sleazy about to roll, He's about to roll here in a minute. He's finna come with a great wrath here in Babylon the Great. And mainly, like I say, the things that's going to happen here, right here in Revelation 13 and 16. He's gonna cause all, both small and rich and poor, free and bond, to receive the mark in their foreheads. Salaki, let me start over. Salaki. And he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And we've been telling and warning our people about, the digital ideas here. Some people already receiving the C-hip. And, in Revelation 13:17, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast of the number of his name. And we tried to warn y'all, this is what's coming. They already got it out, having where it does, miracles and help people that's unable to walk or whatever, and blah 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 blah, to get y'all people to fall for that snare. But all you rich, you're gonna have to make a decision in that hour of temptation. Everything's gonna be digital. Your billions of dollars is gonna be digital, but you got to get that CVIP in order to have that. But it's gonna be other stipulations than that. But like we always say, never trust our enemies. You know what I'm saying? And that goes for Michael MJ. He's still under the curses, whether he know it or not. He's still under the curses. And Ezekiel 33:33, and to whom come to pass, lo, it will come. Then shall they know that a prophet had been amongst them. And that's what, like I say, people going to be looking for us on the highways and hedges. We're not going to be there. Then you're going to be stuck like Chuck. And just like the elders say, man, you women going to fold like a lawn chair. But the men they going to fold like, they going to fold too. Because of, what I'm saying? They don't have that wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the scriptures. Yeah. And I'm just going to finish it up right here, with Isaiah 33:6. Like I say, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, the strength of thy salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. You have to fear Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. But a lot of these celebrities out here, they don't fear Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. And the wicked being deleted every day, man. Everybody's getting deleted, man. The wicked, man, to get judged. Like I say, this word that we telling our people, man, is deadly serious, man. It's time sensitive. And like I say, to those who think being rich is where it's at here in Babylon the Great, you lost. It's in vain. Following Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai is the only way to go, and that's the narrow path, man. And like I say, it's a small remnant. You know what I'm saying? And the Lord is only coming back for the elect of Israel, and the 1/3, and that's it. That is it. Like I say, the hell with the riches in Babylon the Great. I just want to enjoy, fear. I just want to, endure to the end. Worship, Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai the best of my ability, and keep the faith that I will be delivered in that time. And that's why we walk by faith and not by sight. And nothing else matters. It's the fear, fear of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? It's the best thing to have in these end days. To have that edge of protection here in Babylon the Great. Because Sleazy, he about to come at great wrath. And a lot of you 2/3 are going to be taken out so quickly, it ain't even going to be funny. But I hope this edifying to the hopeful, to the sheep, lamb, corn, Yasharala, call Allah, Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, on to the next lesson. Shalom.